Yes, now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Thomas Rants YouTube channel. Now, if you remember this video, I made about 10, 11 days ago. Yeah, it was life sucks or life is long, whatever I called it, right? And I was on about how there was a bunch of frustrating things in my life, if you want to care about it, go say it, because that was only 2 weeks ago. I've forgot about those issues now, because I'm talking the night of, I'm talking literally the next day. Life gets even more long. I come down with illness, yeah? I don't just come down with illness. I'm ill for an entire week, yeah? I miss college. I can't work. I go to work and then I realize I can't hack this and I go home. I'm in bed all day. No workout, not that I was going to do it anyway. No YouTube videos. Could barely eat. Literally sat there in brain rotted, bed rotted. Didn't even catch up on wrestling. Like, I'm on my Rants channel going crazy, catching up on videos. It was terrible, right? I caught it off someone else. It is that season, we came out of summer recently and we're going into the cold weather. It's that season, right? But it started off with a cough. Right, the cough is the important part. I got a fever, right? My head was hurting, right? It wasn't just a cough. It wasn't like sore throat. It was chest. It fucking hurt, right? And fever, that's temperature. That's hot. Oh, wait, no, I'm cold. Oh, wait, I'm hot. I'm cold. Right, terrible, right? Went on for days. Some points my ears ached. Some points my eyes just watered. My nose didn't stop running at some points. But the main part was the chest, right? Couldn't get seen by a doctor, even though it felt like I'm literally fucking bleeding. I couldn't breathe. If I breathed, I coughed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't lie on my back, otherwise I'd choke and die, right? And guess what GPs do? I don't know. Go to your pharmacist. So you go to the pharmacist, right? Just to show up at the pharmacist, and they go, oh, we don't do chest here. What do you mean we don't do chest here? Mate, you're not a supermarket, yeah? You're not a clothes shop where I've went to buy a car. You're not a restaurant, yeah? You're a pharmacist. I get that the GPs are meant to do this stuff, but if I've been referred by the GP here for this issue, why you then turn around saying, oh, nah, I don't do this issue. And telling me they only do throats. Excuse me? What do you mean you can't do nothing for my chest? Didn't even give me any advice about, oh, just keep taking your paracetamol and your ibuprofen. Oh, do you know what advice it did give me? Take some ice lollies. Have some ice lollies, really, to soothe my throat. Wrong again, because guess what? I actually did use to soothe my throat, because I did get through one day of work at least. It was lots of cup of teas. Hot liquids were helping. That was numbing my throat, right? But apart from that, I need help. I need to know what's going on. I need antibiotics. I tell you why, because the person I got ill off had it for longer than me. They had it for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, right? And they got turned down by doctors multiple times because they were told, oh, it's viral, it's not bacterial. Until they eventually gave her, an appointment. They looked at it, said, oh, it's viral. And then they called her back a couple of days later and said, oh, it turns out it was actually bacterial. He has some antibiotics. Only took over a week. Only took that long. I've still got a cough now. It's still somewhat there. And my illness was gone on like Wednesday. It is Monday. Yeah? Bear in mind, I got it the Thursday before. I was ill for 7 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It is now, 5 days after that? There's still reminiscence of a cough. It's ridiculous, right? So after a week, she finally got antibiotics, and then she was better in a couple of days, right? Even she still has a reminiscence of a cough. It took that long. I had no hope. Because I knew she was terrible up until the point she got antibiotics. And they would give me nothing. They would tell me, it's nothing. So eventually, we went, fuck the system. We're going to the walk-in centre. If you know what the walk-in centre is, it's like you walk in. It's literally pretty. It's like A&E, or like the ER in America. I don't know what that would be called, right? Just to get seen there, right? They had a stethoscope to listen to my chest because I told them what the actual problem was. They actually took down some pretty decent details. Way more thorough, way more professional. Thank you very much. And what they told me was, oh, by the way, your chest is actually clear. Bullshit. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do nothing. My chest is not clear. She went, what you've actually got is a respiratory viral infection. Okay, you tell me how respiratory infection works without it clogging up my chest, without it affecting my chest. How you tell me it's not my chest? My chest hurts. My chest hurts. If it's respiratory, it's my lungs. Yeah, surely. That's in my chest. Don't know if you know, chest isn't an organ. Chest is an area of organs that hurts. You know, you've got your heart, your lungs, and shit like that, right? Chest isn't an organ, right? It's just an area. It's like the heart and lungs and all that shit, right? That was hurting. So if I've got a respiratory viral infection, fucking hurts my chest, right? Anyways, and then again, they told me, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Great. So I know what it is, but I can't do nothing about it. So again, I just had to let it clear. And it took a while. So that's why I've been along. That's why it's been like 10, 11 days since I've uploaded. I promise I'm back. I'm going to upload this video for today. Just an update. By tomorrow, I'll get Subway Surfers back up and running. I've got a couple more shorts from the concert I went to a month ago to upload. And then hopefully, because I should be getting my laptop back tomorrow, which has took weeks to repair, by the way. We took it to Curry's, where we bought it from. They were asking for too much money. We went, nah, we'll take it to a dodgy, not a dodgy, but like a repair shop, a small business repair shop that my dad has went to with plenty of other things that are cheaper and usually more efficient. Unfortunately, they've not been as efficient. They're still cheaper, so we're going to stick with it, and we'll have to. They're fixing it now. It should be due tomorrow, but I've been waiting for it for like 2 weeks, which is why I haven't been able to A, record better gaming videos, and B, upload them. So eventually when I get that back, I'll be able to do that. And then using that, I'll be able to get or do things for my other channels also. So life will get back on track soon. Couple bumps in the road. But as for today, actually, I've been getting back on track. I got back in the gym. Yeah, I've got a new membership. I mentioned that. Did I mention that? I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. I got a new membership. I got that sorted. And I'm able to go in anytime. I went in. It's my first workout in probably a month, right? And this is off the back of being ill. So I was weak. I was out of shape. And it was hard. It was short. It was only 35 minutes because I need to get back in the swing of things. But I'm going to start going 6 days a week. I'm going first thing tomorrow morning because tomorrow morning's a busy day. I'm going out with my friends. And then I'm probably picking up my laptop. And then I'm seeing my girlfriend at her sister's house because we're cat sitting. And then I'll be going to work in the morning from there. Yeah, tomorrow is one of 2 days that I've got off of work in this week because this week is half term, so which means I don't need to go to college. Anyone in education has this week off. It happens every 6-7 weeks, and you know, the first one's a week, which is this one. Next one will be 2 weeks for Christmas, then it'll be a week, then it'll be 2 weeks for Easter, then it'll be a week, then it'll be 6 weeks for the summer, right? So this is a week for Halloween, but back in the day it was for harvest and whatnot. I've got that off, but work went, we can book you in more days. 5 days I'm at work, including today. I've done today. So yeah, went to work, went to the gym. When I came back from the gym, bought myself some eggs, made sure I stocked up on them. Stocked up on YouTube videos. It is now 8 o'clock and I can finally eat. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Like, subscribe, comment. Stick with me on this journey. Subscribe to this channel because I promise I'm a great guy. And I will be doing great videos in the future. And goodbye.